I'm Celestine. I'm a freelance artist from Houston, Texas, born and raised. So I've been artistic my whole life, but I never took it serious till I was around 25. I had just got out of the Navy, trying to figure out, what I wanted to do with myself. And I remember on my birthday, I went to go get a tattoo of my son's name. And I saw all the art on the walls. And it kind of reminded me, I knew how to draw a little bit. And I showed that artist some of my old drawings. And he told me, this is the business you might need to be in. So he gave me some old tattoo equipment. He told me, don't use it yet. Just, learn how to draw first. So I took it home and I started using it immediately. I YouTube how to put it together and I started practicing on my legs. You see my legs are like chicken scratch everywhere. So I started doing tattoos. I got a little better and I noticed that, I had plateaued. And what I did, I reached out to a couple of tattoo artists around the area I was in. And I reached out to 10 and one got back to me. And I met up with him at his house and I showed him some of my work. And he told me you need to learn how to draw. And I'm looking I do know how to draw. I brought my little sketchbook. I had one sketchbook with all my drawings in it, one sketchbook. He was like, you need to learn how to draw. So he's flipping through it. He's like, And I look around his crib and his drawings on the couch, his drawings under the couch, on the table, on kitchen counters, this big. It's artwork everywhere. And that kind of opened my eyes to what art is supposed to look like and what the grind is really, really supposed to look like. So he took me under his wing and we would have these art sessions where he would bring over other artists and, we all be in a circle hanging around his living room chilling and they all be looking around, look at each other's drawings, everybody's crossing the living room oh yeah, and nobody was looking at mine. And I think that kind of sparked a competitive spirit in me. And I've been grinding ever since. It's been a grind. It's definitely been a grind. I remember being so broke that I couldn't pay my phone bill, and I would have to walk around the apartments and stand outside of people's apartments to get Wi-Fi, just to download pictures to draw. So I would sit in my car and just draw the pictures I downloaded. I remember, taking the bus. The guy that gave me the tattoo equipment initially was supposed to teach me how to tattoo. So I would take the bus, 2 buses, 2 hours, all the way to his house. And I would get there. It was a McDonald's that had Wi-Fi. I would go into McDonald's, use that Wi-Fi and tell him, hey, I'm here. And then hurry up and run to his house just for him to not answer the phone, just leave me hanging. And I would just have to take the bus back. But when I think about that, that's what that right there really drives me. That was a different kind of grind right there, but it's up and up, and I feel like I'm on the right path. So here we are today. After 8 years, I've cultivated a skill level to where I can, maintain a good living. But I found myself, maybe 2 years ago, just not happy with the work I was putting out. I think that my taste level in my eye developed faster than my hand. So I could see what I wanted to do in my head, but my hand wouldn't coordinate with it. So what I had to do was just, back up and really, really learn the fundamentals of design and really, really challenge myself, which is an ongoing situation right now. But recently I feel like I've figured out what I want to do, which is, tell stories with the comic book. So now I'm actually an aspiring comic book artist. what I want to do is tell stories to give a voice to people who don't really have a voice. I remember being younger and not feeling represented with the, with the cartoons and the action heroes. None of them looked like me, so I didn't feel represented. So now, what I want to do is bring that representation to, young kids who don't have that voice and who don't feel heard. So I figured my way of doing that is to, give kids superpowers and give poor people superpowers, and give them unnatural abilities to do what they want to do. So I'll be doing that I'll be doing that forever. So here we go.